Okay, so here you guys, as you guys can see, now that's the plugin system. Not plugin system, but the plugin that I created and I promised to make it open source. And as you can see, actually 10 days ago I had already created this repository. I had created this repository and already make it public, but I just didn't find the time to create this video to tell you guys. And of course I also did link my Ko-fi, the web page there. And for the question why I didn't link Patreon instead is because I thought Ko-fi is a good platform to because firstly there's no extra charges and no taxes, anything, and secondly I think it's a decent platform that you can just donate for just in one go, just toast a cup of coffee, just the as the icon represent, just something that can just fits a cup of coffee amount, just convenient instead of big lump of money there, So here's the plugin system, and actually as you can see, then the main thing is just the home system plug-i. So the first thing you would want to do is normally just download the zip file and just probably just delete all of these and just keep the module and edit the codes around it. And unfortunately I didn't create any docs or anything, so sadly you guys are going to have to go through all of this code. But honestly this is quite neat I think. The code that I created, this entry point, and yeah, the entry point is the same, for practically the same, other than the package and the name or the inner function. The entry point will normally just contains public or final, or and then the first function that you will have is probably the public and final or static. And actually doesn't matter. So if I'm not wrong, my plugin system can support the final. I think it can still call. In fact it can call, because I had tested this package and I just not quite sure that it is what you call systematically, I'm not quite sure, but somehow it works. Because there's no explicit way to enable invoke the final function of main, there's no explicit way. So but I do know that there's for static function you need to instead of creating an object, you don't create object but you just take the class itself. That's the object oriented programming concept. So if you guys want to contribute, of course, if you guys want to contribute, please contribute to the public mod branch, in which case there's a dedicated part that I had just submit to. It's right here. don't submit to the master branch. I wanted to make the master branch just a save point, in which case after all of the public modification had gone through and someone had created a jar file and run it in the home system, then they will be after they check the console and they have confirmed it works, it doesn't crash or there's no exception going on, then of course I will accept push it to the master. And in the case where what if the master also crash, I also created this repository. I just created this name just for making it harder to find, but not really. So this repo can just the name says, specifically created for Okay, so if you download this and you unpack this, it will normally create like a very neat file system in Windows or even in Linux. I will just build it like that. So you just go on it, and then you can see like there's jars, and then there's release state, and then there's like the home system. So in case there's like a developing state, I can go to here, and then I can create, add a new file in, and then there's like developing state. I just plan it ahead, to make sure nothing just conflicts and crashes, just make sure there's like, to prevent like the repo just get like so compact and everything is on like the base layer. I had seen some like very bad open source, layout that are like practically disasters. Like there's like examples, and there's like the base class, and there's like the core, and there's like a plugin. I just get so confused by them, man. But anyway, okay, back to the main topic. So as you can see, there's also the class file which is compiled by me, and of course if you don't trust these, you can just go ahead and download the whole class, not the whole class, but I mean the whole zip file, and just create a batch file that just automatically deletes all of this class, and then recompile yourself with whatever flag you want, like the JDK flag. And then yeah, I'm pretty sure it will work in your machine too perfectly fine. And if you have the plugin system, then of course I can guarantee that it will work fine. And in fact, I think like, yeah, if I'm not wrong just now, right, yeah, you see I use like the main function. So I think if you make this jar file, I think you could even run this. But of course I think like you need to like put arguments on now. This is just a placeholder. So yeah, you can just call this, and if I'm not wrong, this second plugin is for clearing the windows. Is actually specifically, I mean, when I develop it, because I'm using Windows operating system, so I only created this Windows directory clear in. If I'm not wrong, I just cleared oh yeah, there's no highlighting, no. So let me just quickly scan through. Yeah, I just went to the Windows directory and list all of them, and cost method again. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, I think I went to the system root. No, okay, it's just a hint for me that I'm going to like using the user's system drive, So I go to there, and then yeah, I go to the software distribution, and if I'm not wrong, it should be fine clearing this file. I had seen some like Windows forums say like it's something. They say normally those Windows update do came here before they are installed, but I thought like, yeah, if you're not really using Windows updates like me up until like recently, then I found Windows update sometimes useful. And I think like at the version, specifically the version 2004, they finally implemented the Windows update just the right way, in which case when you say stop updating, they will just seriously stop updating, and they will like respect you, like if you say stop, then they will stop. That's what I mean by respect, respecting the user's demand or command. And yeah, there's also this prefetch. I clear it. The original reasons I clear it is because originally I used to adopt OpenJDK, and I saw like many JDK is getting like, changed into this prefetch folder, and I thought like, oh my god, there's like, if I'm a hacker, just give it a scenario. If I'm a hacker, then normally the first thing I would go is come here, and if I have some like tools, to decompile things, I would just immediately go to this folder, take some crap out, and then just go away, and I could like probably get a bunch of infos about you if just imagine like if my home system is not properly encrypted and if like the Java itself is not type safe or just not safe in the way like you can access the value in this change or something. So yeah, the first thing I do is also implement clear prefetch and clear Windows Update leftover. Yeah, and this is the main function that calls both of it. I think it's quite neat and there's not much to to like explain, just clear. Oh yeah, and I did implement this extra one, like this clear empty folder in Windows directory, but I found out that normally it will not work unless you like run this as administrator. So the reason is because you are dealing with the Windows directory, and the Windows, I think like there's like the permission going on. And yeah, I mean it's good that they have permission going on, but yeah, if you wanted to run this, then maybe you need to like run the jar file as like administrator. And so I think that's about it. So I think I will just end it here. So thank you.